Smash Club, The Next Generation is a really brilliant episode of Full House. This is the 6th episode of the 7th season. This is directed by John Tracy, and as always, there will be spoilers from now as I go through the episode and share some thoughts. And it's an exciting episode, not just as an episode on its own, but because of what it opens us up to for storylines going forward. So I'll talk about the main narrative in a moment, but we have a few subplots, and we also have a fun intro where Stephanie is lying on the grass looking at the clouds, and Michelle comes along and joins her. Stephanie, so she leaves, and then Michelle finds it relaxing. It's a nice way to really like the camera angles, definitely very effective and quite peaceful as well. We then have a couple of subplots. One is teeny tiny. Danny gets sat on at work by somebody who weighed, I think he said 700 pounds. I don't know if that was factual or if he was exaggerating, but it was fine. It worked well within the main narrative. I think they could have taken it out and we wouldn't have lost anything if they needed that time for anything else, but it was okay. The story with Michelle I quite liked, because Michelle is in her room and she manages to get Nicky and Alex to do her chores, to tidy the room for her, and then she begins to boss them around. And then she gets annoyed because they don't do things the way that she wants them to, and ultimately she gets found out, and she has to learn that she can't just use Nicky and Alex as her own personal servants just because they're little. It doesn't mean they don't have feelings, and that it's not the right thing to do. And it was a nice part of the narrative. I think it worked quite well, and I think having it as a subplot was a good idea as well. Had it been the main narrative, I think there would have been enough substance there, but it worked well to pad out the main narrative. And the main narrative, I love it so much. Jessie has been left the Smash Club in the owner's will. And the Smash Club's not in great condition. It's not been open for a while. And he goes down there with Joey, and it looks great. It's a mess, but the colours are just really satisfying. There's something about it that's just really appealing. And Joey is helping out, and his head ends up going through the bar, which is an absolute delight and definitely gives us a lot of comedy. And then the person who's going to give him the loan to fix up the club comes in and denies him the loan, which is devastating. And then he gets another chance, and this actually takes place at the house, and the person giving the loan is called Eleanor. She's played by Payne, and Jessie has really tried. He's tried to learn about all of these codes and regulations. He's tried really hard to make it seem like he knows all of the boxes that need to be checked. He's definitely making an effort, but he's getting flustered, and I think he's overthinking things, and it just doesn't seem like things are going well. But then he speaks from the heart, and it's very clear that he has the passion to turn this into a successful business. Whether or not he has the business mind to do that, who knows? Time will tell, I won't say. But he was able to speak from the heart, and he was granted the loan. And then we find out that Eleanor also used to be called Ginger Snap. She used to be a dancer at the Smash Club back when Jessie used to perform there, which was, I think, unexpected. I think that worked really well, just to make her seem a little bit nicer and a little more of a well-rounded character. So I thought that was pretty cool. And Jesse's excitement when he gets the loan, it's so thrilling, and it's such a good time. And what he wants to do with the club, I think, is a really great thing as well, because he wants to make it a venue that's suitable for teenagers, because Kimmy, DJ, and Steve at the start of the episode were talking about how it's Friday night, they've got nowhere to go, there's nothing to do, and they can't go and see bands play because there's usually a 21 age limit because of alcohol. And it gave Jessie the idea that maybe they could open the new Smash Club and have no alcohol, but make it suitable for children. But I'm assuming there's an age limit, but for younger people. And I thought it was a nice idea. And I think it's, even today, it would be a really good idea, because there are not enough venues, certainly in the UK, I assume in the States, for people who are too young for clubs and pubs and anywhere they could hang out with friends, but they're too old for children's activities or for just hanging around in their bedrooms. So where do they go? Well, they hang around the streets, and I feel like we need more venues like this. So good on Jessie, and I think it's great. I think it's a really fun episode. Joey with his head through the bar, I got a lot of amusement out of that, and it's an exciting time. It's a very exciting time with Jessie now owning the Smash Club. So I won't say any more than that, but I'm looking forward to watching more. And for now, I'm pleased to say that, of course, Smash Club, The Next Generation is a delightful episode of Full House.